Folks, they did it. They added Mon Mothma to Zwift. Here she is in the Galactic Senate. She is also, of course, a 1.2 kilometer, 4.2% climb. I joke, but it's only because my French pronunciation is trash. Of course, unfortunately, Mon not in, but Montmartre, it's the best I'm going to be able to do, is in Zwift. It's pretty sweet. It's part of the Paris expansion. That's what we're talking about. We got 13 kilometers of new roads, which might not sound like a lot, but I honestly think it's going to add quite a bit, especially on races. This is the Paris map as it stands now. Now, we used to have the Champs-Élysées over here and go around the Arc de Triomphe. Trying my best, folks. But we go up around over here. We have this little kind of loop at the back. At this part is where we dip. We go underneath an overpass and then back. So this used to be just like a little sprint course. I think maybe it was around 7K or something. It's pretty short. So we added this whole extension up here and this whole extension up here. So I want to talk about a couple of these things. The climb is the biggest thing here, and I'm pretty excited about it. I kind of really love it. But let's take a look at actually what this looks like when you're riding it. So we've got a few more courses. Thanks, Zwift Insider. That's where this all comes from, of course. So we've got a bunch of new courses. I've done this, I think the mixer, which is kind of just going around a bunch of stuff, and I've done this, the Paris Toujours. We'll try that, which is a long one, which does the Champs-Élysées a bunch of times, and then it does the Montmartre circuit a bunch of times as well. I have lost my video, so let's pull that right up. But these are some pretty good roads. I've seen some negative talk about this, like only 13K or it's not great for rides. I think it's pretty great all around. But I think especially for races, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So this is our normal route. This is kind of cruising along here. That's the big dip coming up over here. And then we're going to go along the Champs-Élysées. So we go around that dip. We cruise along, we go through the finish, we go up, this annoying little drag around the Arc de Triomphe, and then we're back down. So what we've added here is this piece. Now we're, when we're coming around the loop, we can make a right. And here we go up a little bit of a drag. Let's get this playing. We will take a right, we'll make a little bit of a drag over here. It's 3%, nothing too terrible, but again, if you're in a race, there are all these nice little spots to push it. Not only ascents, but also descents. So there are a couple of spaces where we go over a little bump and then we go down. So if you're savvy, if you're going to push a little bit there, if you can anticipate the group, there are a lot of nice little places to get away. So that's really nice. We got a couple more sprints in this. Honestly, don't really care. The sprints are the sprints. If we had to put a points race, great. We'll figure them out. But anywhere from like 120 to 150 meters. So, you know, nothing huge, but they're fun. Before we get to Montmartre, which we will in a second, it's really pretty. As you can see, it's got that Paris feel. I feel this way about a lot of worlds in Zwift. If I've been there, I love it. So especially like Paris, I love. All of the Richmond roads like feel really real. All of those things. If you've ridden them, or if you like this, you've watched it on TV for a long time. This is a great place to be in Zwift. It's a lot of fun. It's a really nice expansion. All right, let's get to the climb. I'm going a little bit slow here. As you can see, all of these are actually one-way roads. So you only go in one direction. It'll loop you back on the other side, but you can only take Montmartre climb in one direction, is what I'm trying to say. So my brain still doesn't fully understand how it all goes together, but that's how it is. So here we are. We're going to dip through this little square. We're going to take a right, and we're going to start the climb. The climb starts a little bit flat over here, and then we're going to pick up. This was from an epic race where I was had no business riding in A, but that's what I was doing. So we're going to start kicking up, and it's got two sections. This short little section over here, you can see then we've got a nice little blue flat part, and then we're going to go right back up. So it's nothing too super steep. Here we're going to kick up, I think we get to like maybe 6 or 7. It's really not bad, but it's short and it's sweet. It reminds me a lot of the hilly KOM in Watopia. It's also about a 3-minute climb, also has a steep piece and then a flat piece and then a steep piece. Okay, I totally lied. We went up to like almost 9%, but for the most part it's about 6. And then you get this nice little flat rest. I suspect that this climb has the same kind of feel as the hilly KOM, where you want to push through the flat section. You don't want to let it sit on the flat section. The instinct is to like, great, I can rest. Don't do that. Keep pushing through. And we're going to go through here. Nice little rest though, and then continue up the climb. Kind of like the hilly KOM. This second section keeps going for longer than you want it to. I was trying to push this around 4 watts per kilo, which is a chunk for me, and this was hurting by the end for sure. But awesome little 3-minute climb. I really like this for races. I think that this can make a nice distinction. It's not a long watts per kilo test. It's just it's not even like 8 minutes where kind of like those bigger distinctions are being made. If you're more of a puncher, if you've got more of that 1-2 minute power, you can see if you can hold on here, and you're also going to be fighting those like real watt per kilo monsters, lighter folks. So I really like this for races. They've configured it in a bunch of different ways. You can see the full course up here in the map. This is just a huge thing. This thing's like 70 kilometers. But they got shorter ones, and they got it's not, that's not all there is. And of course, the Montmartre climb isn't everything, but it's kind of the main thing in this expansion. I love it. Maybe it's just kind of right where I am. But yeah, I think it's great. Zwift Insider, on the article, there are a couple of posts, people complaining, and the forum's a little bit more people excited, and then like, hey, I think we should do these other things. I don't know. I love it. I don't see it. I think this is a great expansion. You can see we're finishing up here. As with every climb, we're going to finish on like, it starts to slow down, or the, gradient starts to lower, but you wish it would lower a lot faster. Then we're going to go over the top, and then we're going to cruise down the bottom. Great little climb. Again, couldn't sing its praises more. Same with Mothma, at least in Andor. All right. So now we're going to go down, and then we continue cruising, catch our breath, and we'll loop around and rejoin. We go through another sprint. Again, I don't really care about the sprints, but in a points race, we'll hit that. I think this is a choo-choo sprint. Yep. So this is the shorter one, but we're going to cruise back through, and then eventually we will make a right at this little large roundabout, I guess. And we'll make another right in towards the finish line, and this finishes at the same arch. So awesome new expansion. Thank you very much. One more thing I want to show before we head out is just the in the list of courses, there's one that's different from the others, and that's the Cirque du Suffer. This is 50 laps around the Arc de Triomphe. So I'm very interested about this. I really, really want to do this race. It looks like a crazy crit race. I don't know where and how you make distinctions. Just going to be sprinting the whole time. Awesome. Love that they're throwing in stuff like this. So yeah, props to Zwift. Great stuff. Putting it out right at the Tour de France. I like it. Hope to see you out there. And yeah, props to Mom.